Hello everybody, this is Mr. Van and I'm making a video here today so that we can go over using MyBluePrint for the adapted CLE that I'm doing with the grade 12s. The assignment that's going to link to this is this guy, assignment number 6. It is the last of the assignments required. Um, and well, the part that's in yellow is going to have the link by the time you see this, but I'm making the video right now. How very meta. We're going to go through what you have to do in order to complete this assignment, as there are a number of parts. So without further ado, here we go. You're going to go to the website, which you can see I have already pulled up here. And the first thing we want to do is make sure you log in. It's going to be your @learn. Teachers don't have the learn part here, but the @learn.vsb.bc.ca, and we're going to log in. Mine is going to be a counselor view, but I'll very quickly change it to student view. Here it is. If you're not already set to grade 12, do that. I think it just gets confused again because it's a teacher account. So here we are. This is kind of our main dashboard after we've logged in. If you've had any issues with logging in, please just let me know and we'll get you set up. Down the left-hand side here are where we're going to find most of the menus we're going to do work. As you can see, when I flip over to the assignment, we're starting with completing the Who Am I surveys. You find those right here. How unsurprising. Now, I've already done the surveys, as you can see, and it'll give you these green checkbox to let you know once you've done them. The very last one is the compatibility. I'd like everyone to do at least one of these, as you'll see it says in here. But completing each of these in order is probably best, but you actually don't need to. You'll also notice that there's an add to portfolio button here. We are going to be doing that, as you can see here. The creating the portfolio is how I'm going to be marking essentially all of this assignment in all of its parts. So creating a portfolio, let's go over to do that. You've completed all the surveys. How do I make a portfolio? Well, there's two places. I can either go to home and then I can go to portfolios, or just going from the starting dashboard, there's also a portfolios button right here. Both of them are going to take you to the same spot, and you're going to click add a portfolio. Give it a name, give it a description, and click add. As you can see, I've already created one here to share with everybody, and I've already got a bunch of stuff on it here. You can customize it with your own picture, your own background, show off your artwork, whatever you like. But yeah, that's how you create the portfolio. Now, adding the surveys to the portfolio. Just to make this easier, I'm going to delete one of my, let's delete the motivation here. Okay, I want to delete this box. Now, in my portfolio, I can click Add Box, and you'll see that there are different options here. Media is like video and audio clips, things like I'm doing right now. Journal is where you're reflecting on what you're doing, what you may have been looking up. There will be opportunities for reflecting here. ClassPass isn't something we're using, so don't worry about that. And then the main one is adding from MyBluePrint. So as you complete the things, it'll let you know. Now, right now it's saying no results found. I think that's because it just hasn't refreshed. So I'm going to show the other way to do that. I'm going to go into the Who Am I surveys, and I think we will find the one motivations, and this is the one that I think was not there. So I'm going to hit add to portfolio, add to this portfolio, and boom, there we go. Now if I go over back to my portfolio, we'll go this way this time. Here we go, open it up, and now we have, let's see if it's here. Top subject areas. Oh yeah, it's just gone into the top corner here. I should have mentioned that. So the thing that you've put in first will be down here, and the thing that is the newest will be in the top corner. You are able to move these around as well. You can see the arrows pop up. I'm gonna drag this down using my mouse. Let's put it right here. Oh, I think I got confused. Going back down again. There we go. All right. Now, in here you can see that I've got all of the surveys, and you are going to be asked to post all of the 5 surveys you do here as well. You're also going to be including programs and occupations that are interesting to you. You're also going to include your high school plan, and I'll show that momentarily. You can also add goals, like my own personal goal here, as you can see. So let's go back to the assignment and have a quick look. We've gone over the surveys, we've created a portfolio, adding surveys to the portfolio, we did that. A journal entry for your portfolio, that's just the adding a box, adding a journal. You can choose all the different types of media to attach. It's kind of cool. You can tag these kind of like hashtags. I know nobody uses Twitter, but that's available too. Um, And so you're going to create a journal entry there. Now, completing the high school planner, I'll show you where that guy is. Let's go back. High school. And you can see here I have a plan, and I've already filled out my theoretical plan. So I've put in all the grade 10 classes. I've put in all the grade 11 classes that I theoretically took in this example, and then I took in the classes that I'm currently taking and classes I'm predicting to take in later quarters this year. All you have to do for any of these is just click the Add Class, and it's going to pop up with a menu like this. Here's where you can just type in the name. Say, for example, I was taking creative writing. There it is, creative writing. Maybe I did the creative writing English, or maybe I was doing creative writing 12 with Mr. Dareth. It'll tell you what I've already added as well. Okay, let's add this creative writing 12. Let's say it's going to be a completed class, and I got a final mark. Look at me go, 90%. That's going to, as you can see, drop right in here. If I've made a mistake, I can also click it, and I can edit or delete it. The key piece with this is that generating all of these, including the marks, will tell you whether you're good for graduation. As you can see, I'm in quite good shape here. And it shows you all of the graduation requirements. And it also tells me, when I go back here, what I'm eligible for. I'm going to hit the refresh eligibility, and you can see it's just updated to right now. When I refresh the eligibility, these become links that allow me to see what kind of programs I am able to go to with the courses and marks that I had. It's stupid powerful and incredibly helpful. It's going to be useful for the later part, going back to our assignment here, after we've completed the high school planner. And you can see I have added this going back to my portfolio. And there it is, I've added it. I can also create a reflection on this. Damn, you crushed it, Mr. Van. Yeah, more so here than I actually did in real high school when I was in it. I don't think I had all 90s, but there you go. Just to give an example, and you'll see it pops up with a little +1 here. Let's go back. Now, from the high school, once we've completed all of this, new things open up either through here or by using the post-secondary. I'm going to open up just an example with college and university, and you'll see as I flip back to the assignment that we're going to be exploring the post-secondary tab. Okay, so finding that is just going to be over on the left-hand side. You can click and choose which area, straight into the workplace, doing an apprenticeship, or college and university. And I can also, right in here, use both the search and filters. Again, stupid powerful. And look at this, sample Mr. Van education that I saved in the high school. That plan that I saved, sample Mr. Van education, is now usable the same way we click these links. So when I click, let's go back for a sec. When I click, there it is, the sample Mr. Van education, it becomes a filter that I'm looking through. It's saying that there's 2,680 programs that I could do. They're going to be over 179 pages. You're obviously going to want to sort this down. You can sort it by province and city, so where it's located, which institution, is it college or university, what requirements are there. You can look up all sorts of different categories. Say, for example, I'm interested in computer science. You'll notice that my filters are going to update. Give it 1 second. Give it, I guess, 3 seconds. And here we go. I've got a filter of Mr. Van's education, so only things that I'm able to reach based on the classes and marks that I have gotten and I'm expecting to take this year, and then all of the things that fit with computer science. And you can see there's a whole bunch of them with a giant range of college and universities available. You can really narrow this down if you want to look just in British Columbia, or if you want to look at just an area. It's really quite cool. You're going to do a bunch of information through the post-secondary tab. And the last thing you're going to do is write a reflection on the post-secondaries that you favorited. Just really quickly, I'll show you. Favoriting is just hitting this red, well, it will become red heart. Once it's favorited, I can then access it in other places. I can also add this straight to my portfolio. Let's say I'm interested in the Langara Computer Science program. Add to portfolio. There's Mr. Van's sample portfolio. Click it, and sure enough, let's go back to Home, Portfolios, open my portfolio, bada bing bada boom, there's my new favorite program. It's pretty darn cool, and MyBluePrint is really good at bringing everything together, getting all of this information in is going to be how you're going to get marked on all of your work here. But this is work that actually has a purpose, and I think you're going to find it incredibly helpful for you, especially since this isn't even your grade 10 or 11 year. You're doing this in your grade 12 year. So it, like I say, pretty darn helpful. When I've got everything done and I've completed all the things and maybe I've done the extra mile, grammatical correction. When I've done all that, I'm going to hit the share button, and this is going to generate a link. You know, Mr. Van, final portfolio, generate link. And you can see right here, it's created. I can copy that and I can email it. I can also put it into my team or Word doc, and I can send that for final marking. Without further ado, there's Mr. Van's 10-minute video on how to use MyBluePrint. Cheers.